Guys, welcome back to another episode of Atlas Survival Shelters. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Guys, I thought I would just put out a video and answer some of the comments that I've seen about why did Matt at Demolition Ranch not take a free bunker from Atlas Survival Shelters, and why did he buy a box or a gun room or whatever you want to call it for his Off the Ranch channel. And then I want to also address the about what's going on with me and this Ryzen S company and these guys over there. Okay, so first of all, Matt came to this factory that you're seeing in my camera right now behind me, and I'm going to walk through the factory as I do this, so you guys kind of get an idea of what it looks like today, July 2nd, 2020. So this is what happened on March 6, 2018, 7 months before I even started doing YouTube. I contacted Matt at Demolition Ranch because I saw him on YouTube. I didn't know how famous he was or how popular he was, but I was like, hey, this kid is funny with these guns. How does he afford all these guns? So I contacted him and said, hey, do you want to be a guest spot or be on a cast of a TV show that I'm doing? And he's like, well, I don't know, because I've done TV before and it doesn't really help me add subs. So I sent him a video of what my bunkers look like, and he's like, hey, those are cool. So he texted me this message right here, and basically it says, hey, if you give me a free one, I'll do some promotions for you, and every time I'm in there filming, it would help you advertise. So he was basically offering, if I give him a free one, for advertising. Well, that's not really free, that's an exchange of services. So when he made his video and he said that he came here and he saw something he didn't like, and I offered him a free one, but he decided to go ahead and buy one from Ryzen S, isn't exactly the truth, okay? There's two sides to every story, and I just want to make it clear. Matt is a good guy. He in no way would have done business with Ryzen S bunkers if he had known their history. But at the time that he placed the order with them, which was after our deal, none of the videos I've done about Ryzen S bunkers was out, so he didn't know. So guys, Matt would not do business with that kind of person if he had known the truth. I think he knows it now, and I think he's regretting it, but Matt's too good of a guy to do those kind of things, and he wouldn't have promoted them if he'd known all the truth too. That's why over 7,000 people put negative comments on that video that day, and not Ryzen S, but Demolition Ranch went in there and erased them all, which I think is a little bit of a disservice. I mean, I think people should know that there's a bad company out there, and there's some bad people doing some bad things, but you know, I think Matt knows it now, and I don't think he'll be promoting that company anymore. But let me tell you what happened. So he came here, he made a video about a year after we first talked, and he put it out on his Off the Ranch channel. It's got like 1.3 million views, and everything was hunky-dory. So I was going to go ahead and do him a bunker and put it in at his house that I went to, and in exchange for that, he was going to do me some of those ads that he does on his videos on Demolition Ranch. And if you guys don't know, those ads are expensive. They're worth like $30,000 to $40,000 per promotion. So, you know, he's a big-time, multi-million-dollar YouTuber, so he makes a lot of money that. So there was a lot of value in what he was giving me for what he calls a free bunker. So it's not really free, it was an exchange of services. So I met up with Matt at the SHOT Show in Las Vegas, January, 18, 19 months ago. And he's like, hey, I want one of these square bunkers like I have behind me right now for a gun room. I was like, Matt, I can't afford to give away a second bunker, man. I just don't have that kind of money. So he's like, I told him, I'll tell you what I'll do. If you'll pay the materials, you pay the shipping and all that stuff, I'll build it for you for free. I'll use my building, my overhead, and my men, and I'll build it for free. He's like, well, okay, well, what would it cost me to do that? So I sent him this quote here, and I told him it would be $30,000 of material because it's a 40-footer, like this here. The one he put in was a 10 by 20 from Ryzen S, and it was just a box, no air system, no air pipes, no hat, no nothing. He just got a simple box he uses his pew-pew vault for his guns. And what I was doing, I was quoting him for a 10 by 40, so he would have had this big giant bunker like this right here. So I was like, well, if you want to do an AR 500 hat, I'll get you a price on making that out all out of AR 500, because I was figuring maybe he wanted to be shooting his bunker up and put a hatch on top of there, because they come out with an open stairwell. And the one that he got has an open stairwell, but I wanted to make him this bulletproof, badass hatch, and then put like a Fort Knox door on the bunker. So I was traveling around. I went to Idaho for him. I went to Salt Lake City for him. And I went and talked to these people about, you know, working with me to make a bunker for Demolition Ranch and getting them some exposure too. So, I don't remember exactly what transpired, but I basically sent him a text and I outlaid the prices. I said it's $30,000 for the material, it's $6,900 for the hatch out of AR 500. And I said something about, you know, Matt, you know, everything in life can't be for free. And I said something about, you need to respect my time, because I'm doing all this for you for free, running around trying to make you this incredible bunker so you can have it on your great YouTube channel and make lots of money off of it. Now, and I get some promotion because my business is selling gun rooms and fire shelters and tornado shelters and bomb shelters and stuff like that. So he sent me a text back and basically said that he talked to his team, and I'll show it right here, that he basically talked to his team and they decided it wasn't worth the effort, and to remind me that he wasn't doing this, I wasn't giving him a shelter for free, but it was an exchange for services and advertising. So that should end the argument right there, that I offered him a free bunker, because his own words said, and let me remind you, this was not for free, okay? So I hope that ends the argument. Matt didn't turn down a free bunker. All he did was turn down a business deal that we were doing. Oh, by the way, look at that bunker. That thing's like made with I-beams. It's incredible. Isn't it cool? But he's turning down the business deal we had. And I think what upset him was that I said, you need to respect me, because I felt that, I also said, Matt, not everything in life can be for free. And you need to respect me, because I don't remember the message. I'll try to dig it up, because we were texting at this point. And he just basically like, you know what? He felt that probably that I disrespected him by telling him to respect me and my time for doing all this effort for free, because I wasn't getting paid to do this. And I guess it upset him, you know, and that broke our deal. And we didn't talk about it after that. So he immediately Googled bomb shelters. He found Rise and Nest bunkers, and he went ahead and placed an order with them. And I don't know what the deal was he made with them. I don't know if they gave it to him for free, for cost, if he paid the materials. But based on the fact that he spent 3 minutes doing a promotion for them, talking about, and these are lies, by the way. Matt doesn't know they're lies, but Rise and Nest has a tendency to always lie. So he told them that they test their air system for 12,000 hours before they put it in a bunker, and they run their pumps for like thousands of hours. Guys, I'm saying BS. I'm calling Rise and Nest out on that. I don't think these guys test anything, and I don't think they try to make a better bunker at any time in their life, because I've seen them, okay? And they're really bad. And these videos I've made wasn't really to attack Rise and Nest. It's just customers have called me that have bought a Rise and Nest bunker, and they gave them like cash with no receipt. And Rise and Nest will not honor their warranty. They have this lifetime warranty, but they won't honor it. They won't even come out and fix it. So they got fed up. They called me, said, will you come out here and look at this bunker and see if you can fix it? And I basically said, sure. I brought my camera, I filmed it. And because I have a YouTube channel, I put it out on YouTube. And guess what? It's got like over 5 million views. So some of my best producing videos are when I visit a bad Rise and Nest bunker. I don't know why, but people love to see those kind of videos. So so that's pretty much what happened, guys. There was never me calling and saying, I'm going to give you a free bunker, and he turned it down. And he also said he came here and saw something he didn't like. Guys, he didn't see anything he didn't like here. The only thing he didn't like was the fact that I said, you're not respecting me. Not everything in life can be for free. And I'm trying to make you a good bunker. Okay, so that's it. It just, you know, mom and dad had a little squabble, and that's what ended it, okay? But I can promise you, Matt does not know, did not know the history of Rise and Nest bunkers. I'm sure he knows it now, because like 7,000 people put comments below that video, and he or somebody had to go in and erase them all, okay, because they were pretty nasty. It's like, what are you doing doing business with a scumbag like Ryzen S? This guy's a family beater or wife beater or something, and all kinds of nasty comments. And Matt can't be associated with somebody like that because he's got this, whistle cling reputation, and he's a good guy. Like I said, I respect him. I love his channel. He's one of the best YouTubers and one of the wealthiest YouTubers on earth. So he's making a lot of money doing this stuff, and he has to protect his reputation. And as far as Ryzen S goes, Ryzen S started attacking me like 6 years ago, just for nothing. I didn't even know who they were. So they created websites, one called the Bunker Truth. And he put me and 5 other companies on there because no one was fighting back with him. So he listed me and 5 other companies, and he put on there any kind of problems, tax liens, bankruptcies, divorces, anything he could dig up on anybody. And he created a website and put all this trash out on all the people. Okay? Now, he says he had nothing to do with it, but they lie about everything they do. Then he created a second website because I started fighting back. So he created a second website called Atlas Survival Shelter Scam. Now, his attorney made him bring that YouTube channel, not YouTube, website. The first one was a website, second one's a website too, brought that one down. And then he created a third one, just about like four months ago. It's something about Ron's Shitty Shelters or something. I don't know, it's pretty fucked up. That's all I can say. And in it, he made up stories. He also made YouTube videos with a disguised voice like this here.
Hey guys, before I start this video, I just wanted to say that I've tried every possible route to not put this video out, but Hey guys, this is Bringing the Truth with another video. I wasn't planning on making this video right here.
Some creepy ass shit right there, isn't it? But that's Ryzen S bunkers. So these guys, you know what? I've never seen such creepy ass people. They're going to go down as legendary for what they do. But you know what? They created 5 YouTube videos. Now, luckily, the last 3 they did have no views, but one of them claims that I'm giving away my shelter's locations and I'm a snitch or something like that. Guys, I have never told on anybody doing anything because nobody's doing anything wrong. The only reason Ryzen S is upset with that because I did that video about him snitching on the guy in Midland, Texas that bought the bunker that went to prison for 33 months.
He's got pages and pages of felonies, and I know why he did it now, because he's a snitch, man. That's how you don't go to prison. He's got at least 3 to 5 felony convictions in here and never done any time. And after they rolled me, I ended up 33 months in prison. I've never been in jail a day in my life, Like I said, if I'd have been...
So he's a snitch.
He is a snitch. And when I got out of prison, that was the first phone call I made, that. And
So do you think he's snitching on other people, or...
Anybody that's done business with Clyde Scott has been compromised.
All right, so his idea of getting back at me for interviewing that guy was to create fake propaganda to make me look bad. So instead of trying to bring himself up to my level, he's trying to pull me down into the mud with him. So that remains to be seen. But I have filed a lawsuit against them because you can't just make up stuff, and that some of the shit they have made up is really, really bad. Okay? So I'm letting the attorneys deal with that. But other things they've done, if you go on the Ryzen S website, they have this thing called Know the Truth. And basically, they take my bunkers like you see behind me that have storage under the floor, and they go, under the floor storage. It's just another way of saying hard to get to storage. Or they'll talk about my galvanized air pipes or my galvanized bolts. And they'll say, we don't use galvanized because galvanized is poisonous. It's not poisonous. It's only poisonous if you're welding it and you don't have proper ventilation. Then it's still not going to kill you. Okay? But they try to take anything they can and make me look bad. Other things they have done, they talk, bulletproof doors. Atlas claims to have 3 bulletproof doors. We say 1 bulletproof door is enough. Well, guys, I don't know which door they're calling bulletproof because every bunker I've been to had a thin, paper-thin lid, a tornado hatch or a roofing hatch, and then it had a door with quarter-inch steel on it. So what's a bulletproof against? I guess a .22 rifle, maybe a 9mm, but it's not going to stop a 30-06 or a 338 or a 308 or, you know, any high caliber rifle is not going to stop it. But now it's just really dirty, okay? And guys, I'm a good guy. I'm a patriot. I'm loyal. I have high morals. I care about doing the best job I can on these bunkers. This is why it's like, if you look at this bunker here, this thing is made with I-beams. Look at the I-beams up on the roof here. You know what? That Rising S, they put this little thin wall square tubing on the roof, and I use like 12-inch I-beams, and I-beams in the walls. And then my other ones, the smaller bunkers like this here, I put all this heavy structural channels in the walls. They can't compete with me. They could if they wanted to. And then that air system they make. You know, they make this plastic air system themselves that not a one of them has worked that I went to, and the two that turned on wasn't blowing enough air to keep a mouse alive, much less a person. So, and then they run them up through these plastic air pipes that come out of the ground. It's a joke. It's almost like they're intentionally making their bunker so bad that anybody with a screwdriver could basically get in their bunker and turn off the in the air or I don't get it. It's like, it's so bad that anybody could just defeat it with the stuff they're carrying in their pocket. It's that bad of a bunker. Where I'm trying to make these bunkers with bulletproof hatches, these gas-tight doors. Like, I don't know if you can see in that one right there, but there's a gas-tight door right there. But every one of my bunkers has one of these gas-tight doors. It's just how I do it. I'll back up for you guys here. So I'm trying to make the bunker the best way I can. And Rising S Bunkers is trying to make the bunkers the cheapest way possible. I mean, it's the lightest structural. They don't sandblast the exterior before they coat it. The hatches are horrible. The ceilings are all 7 foot tall, where mine have 8 foot ceilings. And all my square ones have 8 foot ceilings. Look over there, that one's got 10 foot. So I try to make the shelters as roomy and as normal as possible. So it's sad that I'm in business against somebody as corrupt and horrible as Rising S Bunkers. But, you know, some of the comments said, it's like, why are you trashing your competitor? Guys, I'm not trashing my competitor. I'm just comparing my products to them because it's the only way I know to defend myself and fight back against their propaganda, their weird YouTube videos, and their fake websites. But I'll tell you what they were doing worked really well. They almost put me out of business a couple of years ago. If it wasn't for me starting my own YouTube channel and basically putting the truth out and doing a side-by-side comparison like I did in this video here, or the other videos about, you know, compare Atlas to Rising S in a side-by-side comparison. You know, if it wasn't for that, you wouldn't see all these bunkers you see behind me right now being built and sold to people. But you know what? You won't find anybody that really cares more about doing it right, that has more character and integrity than me in this industry. It's amazing some of the personalities in this industry is why I decided to make my own bunker and I didn't buy one, is how I ended up in the business. I'm like, you know what? I can do a better job. And these people a lot of them are cuckoo, especially Rising S. Those sociopaths they're off the chart, man. I'm telling you. So anyway, so guys, I just wanted to put out this video in response to Matt at Demolition Ranch's video about why he didn't get a bunker from me. Okay, like I said, it was just a dispute over money and the fact that I felt like he was being a little spoiled. And I told him, Matt, not everything in life can be for free. You need to respect me because I'm giving you my time and effort for free. And that upset him. And he sent me the text about, you know what, nothing, let me remind you that this was not for free. It was an exchange for services. And he didn't like the fact that I said to respect him or something. And of course, I showed the text earlier, so you know I didn't make it up, okay? So guys, that's the truth. I love Matt. I love Demolition Ranch. I hope everybody subscribes to it, and I hope everybody subscribes to my channel. But guys, as always, I love you. I'll see you on the next video with some fun bunkers.